What's good with it? You tuning in with Blocc Report Radio. It's your boy Piez, motherfucking ghetto celebrity. Check out this interview. Let's get it, baby.
Y'all niggas ain't no killers, y'all niggas some hoes. Y'all niggas ain't no killers, y'all niggas some hoes. Y'all
The Blocc Report, it's your boy Kicks, your boy Sticky Brown.
And I'm Half. And today we got Piez.
What I do with your boy Piez, ghetto celebrity in the building.
We came to party, baby, so I need all my gangsters on the dance floor. G's, the real G's, keep it G. Cash the blow, cash the blow. Moving fast and slow, fast and slow. I'm a dancer, I'm a dancer, international, international, how to make it where we're from. Life has just begun, let's live it up. That's how we rock some.
Hey Piez, I got a quick question, man. You're coming from Colton, I believe, right?
Yes, sir, right there, the east side.
Were you born and raised there?
You know what? I was actually born on March Air Force Base, and then I moved to Texas for a couple of years after that, and then I moved back to Colton. I was young, man, 12, 13, you know, and I moved back to Cali from Texas. You know what I mean? I started getting in trouble as a youngster. You know, for
Who
real.
don't, right? Who don't?
Yeah. I started getting in trouble as a youngster. I think, I caught a felony. I was like 15. You know what I mean? But when I turned 18, though, you know what I mean, it got washed away. You know, I was on probation. I was on probation from honestly like the time I was like 12, 13 till 18. So a week after being on probation, for a week being on probation, I was where I called my boys, man, where I'm, you know what I mean? My boys stuck somebody, you know, they want to make an example of us. Of course, the who that shot dude almost died. Well, when we first got,
It just happens.
you know what I mean? But when they first got us there, they're like, oh, you guys are facing fucking murder. The dude died. We're like, what the fuck? They're trying to interrogate us, all that shit. You know, it's a snitch on each other, you know, and I was free a fucking week. Bam, then caught that shit. Got accessory to everything, you know what I mean? I was did house arrest for like, I think it was like 8 months house arrest. Let's be real. But check it out. We're gonna, when we knock them down, after they make a mistake, you knock them down, you pick them up. Yep. You know what I mean? That's the way life should be. You know what I mean? You let your homies know where they fuck up. You know what I mean? If they can't accept that, they're like, you don't need someone around that like you.
Alright, I got a question real quick. So Piez, do you find it, okay, so being an artist,
Yes, sir.
being a father, and then being a coach, I mean, to juggle all those, do you find it hard? Is it hard for you, or are you obviously you've been able to keep it up and keep going with it, or is there those days where you're like, oh man, I'm just beat, or I gotta cancel a session, or give yourself some downtime for a minute?
Oh yeah, because your energy goes places.
If I make a commitment, I'm fully dedicated to it. No matter what, I made that commitment, and I'm not gonna let those kids, those boys down.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let them down first off. You know what I mean? No matter how tired I am, I'm not gonna let my music team down, because you know what? We all bring something to the table. Like when you commit to anything, you know, like I didn't have that. You know, you go anywhere 20%, 200%, 100%. Like everyone has their own saying though. Never just 100 though.
Hey.
You know, like. That's what it's all about, man. You know,
Right.
And it's fucking hard, bro.
But you know what that comes underneath?
It's fucking hard, homie.
That
Like,
comes
you know,
underneath self-discipline, homie. Self-discipline. Because he's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
A lot on his plate, homie. But he has to be self-disciplined within himself to be able to orchestrate everything on his plate, homie. Because he doesn't want to disappoint not one person, homie.
You know, but and some of my homies don't have no kids, and then when they come over and they see everything going on, especially like when football's going on, if I go to a studio and the family, they're like, "Oh, how the fuck you do this?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I do it."
Dedication,
You know what I
homie.
mean? I do it.
Commitment and
That's all
dedication.
I'm gonna do it. So there's not quitting in my mind. You know what I mean? Like ever. You know, like because I look at my kids' faces, my wife. You know what I mean? Like they rely on me. If something were to happen to me, they're fucked. For real, that's just real. My wife's a stay-at-home mother. She's blessed to be able to stay at home with him, you know, because, you know, I've been fortunate, you know what I mean? And, no, I bust my ass, and that ain't where it stops, so I want more, you know? But it's tough to juggle and balance everything, though, because someone is always going to be upset. Especially if you got a wife. Hey, hey, they're easier to upset than make happy, though. When you have so much going on, you know. I love my wife, though. You know, no low blows or shots. You know what I mean? Taken, you know. But it's tough though, and that's what brings the best out of you. Are you built to last, or are you not? I'm creating a positive, you know, thing, you know, and that's like I keep it real, 100%. Yes. But at the end of the day, like I do want my message to be positive, you know, and that's obviously what it's delivering, you know, and the new shit that I'm doing now, what I've, you know, upgrading, you know, like I figured a whole nother talent that I could sing, you know what I mean, and really, you know, get my music out everywhere. It's not selling the fuck out, homie, at all. Like a lot of people selling out. No, I'm showing the world what I could do.
You ever had a moment where you're like, man, is this worth it?
Yeah, I've had plenty of those. And especially when I bring my wife out, like, it was like a dead show and we went all the way to LA or something, you know, or something just went bad, you know. I got to hear her on the way home. Oh, see, you know what I mean? But that was a part of me developing as an artist, too, because she supported it. But when you ain't making no money and you're out here trying to grind so you can shine, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you hear a lot of no's, and you feel that way all the time, like, man, should I do this? Is this worth it? Or sometimes like, why did I do that? You know, you get hard on yourself, but you gotta take the punches, get up, you know what I mean, and keep pushing on, because if you don't, you can't look at yesterday, you know what I mean, like the negative. If you look at yesterday, how you can be better today.
Right, yes.
And that's real shit though, you know?
Yeah, that's true shit, yes, sir.
And I've told you this before. Everybody who is successful today, my G, has a story to tell.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has a story to tell, and I'm guaranteeing it wasn't always a walk in the motherfucking park.
Fuck no, man. You know what I mean?
Walk in a motherfucking park.
I've had a lot more downs and ups. You know what I mean? But when the ups, they're fucking amazing. You know. But you learn from the downs. You know what I mean? And man, like I said, I'm beyond blessed where I'm at, and it don't stop here, bro. Like we going to that top. Like no.
Yeah,
You have to eat it, sleep it, and drink it. I'm going to the top.
There's no one that's gonna believe in you but yourself.
Eat it, sleep it,
Nobody.
and drink
You don't
it.
believe in yourself. That's why, like, go back to it. You were asking me, you know, I forget who was asking me, what's one of the hardest things in this industry? I said, being an independent artist, you know, the paper, the bread. You know, because if you are not willing to invest in yourself for your videos, for whatever you have to, who's gonna believe in you? Most frustrating fucking things ever, just because there, like I said, there's more no's than yeses, you know?
What do you think of Chicanos not supporting Chicanos, bro?
Yeah.
Because it happens, bro. It's happening still.
Yeah, you know, and like when I was signed with Crime Family, you know, like I witnessed a lot of it because, you know, like I was labeled as straight Chicano right there, so, you know, like you get involved with everything when you're going around it, you know what I mean, and you see everything, and motherfuckers, you know what I mean, act like they support you and everything, and then nobody wants to show love, you know, nobody repost shit, you know, like everybody hates on everybody. Everybody's worried that this person's gonna shine, you know what I mean, more than them. Like it's like, check it out, you support each other, and, you know, one starts shining, they bring it with them too. But you're sitting there hating, and it's gonna be like, the fuck, you know, and bottom line, at the end of the day, it just looks bad, bro. Because you know we're supposed to be showing love and unity within our own culture, and it's not happening when it comes to the music, you know.
That's right.
Can I ask you how many albums you got, man? Mixtapes too, or man? You have some mixtapes and some albums.
And videos. How many videos?
Yeah, videos.
You've been dropping like you said one a month.
I got like at least like four or five different mixtapes, albums.
That's tight.
You know what I mean? Out, but I at least like for like 30 videos, you know.
And that's grinding right
probably
there.
like 30 videos,
That's grinding.
you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like you really have to grind. Like I learned this from Criminal though. He told me when he signed me, you know, he said, "You want to blow up? You really want to do this?" He said, "This has to be your lifestyle. You have to live it." You know what I mean? And that don't mean like the fucking rap videos, because life ain't a rap video. That day's fun, you know what I mean? Everything looks all good, but every day is a motherfucking struggle.
In those 30 videos, I know for a fact that you have some legends in there, and I know you did it with Yuck Mouth.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
I got 5 on it, Loonies.
Shout out Yuck
Shout out
Mouth.
Loonies, shout
Shout out
out
to
Yuck
the
Mouth.
Bay. Shout out everyone in
And
Oakland.
that was a banger. How was that, man? How was that experience?
You know what, honestly, that was, I mean, shout out to Yuck Mouth, the Loonies, you know what I mean? That was an amazing experience because growing up, I listened to Yuck Mouth, you know what I mean? Sebo, Spice One, Thug Lords, you know what I mean? Mac Mall, you know what I mean? Celly Cell, X Rated, you know what I mean? So like I looked up to these fools growing up, you know, like my favorite song by Yuck Mouth was Godzilla, Boss Up and Do It Big, Big Money, Big Cars, Big Joey, Big Crib, you know what I mean? He gets off on it too. And to grow up, you know what I mean? And when I started doing music, to be able to have an opportunity to do a track with him and kick it with him in the studio, he pulled up solo too. You know what I mean? Right there, Riverside Mess in the studio. We came up in there. My boy, rest in peace, Jovan, didn't even know he was gonna be there. I said, hey, we gotta walk out, man. And you know, Yuck Mouth's here. He said, what the fuck? I said, yeah, Yuck's here. I said, Yuck Mouth. Like, Douglas? Yeah, motherfucking Yuck Mouth. So we go outside. Yuck Mouth's right there, fucking chilling with the Porsche. You know what I mean? Fucking walk out, grab him, come up. My homeboy's in complete awe. You know what I mean? But we kicked in the studio, smoked. Fucking Beezy never let no one smoke in the studio because the landlord trips or whatever is doing it. So fucking Yuck, hey, he's sitting there rolling a blunt. I brought all this weed too, man. I hooked that fool up. That's a legend, homie. I was like sitting there. I was a starstruck, you know what I mean? But I was like, man, this is a blessing, you know what I mean? Like I'm actually making a song with one of my favorite rappers growing up. You know what I mean? So we're sitting there. He's twisting out. He looks at Beezy. He was like, hey, y'all got a lighter? And Beezy's all, we can't smoke in here. He said, hold up. Hold on. He said, you mean to tell we can't smoke? He said, man, I could have did this somehow. I looked at Beezy like a sad puppy, like that guy scolded, like, say something, you know what I mean? And hey, Beezy's like, I'll make the exception, right? We can smoke in here. All right, let's get to it. You know what I mean?
How you
And
tell a legend you can't smoke in the studio, homie?
Hey,
If anytime you're gonna bend the rules, that's gonna be the time you bend the rules, man.
Look, man, I'll let this slide, but when Cheech and Chong get here, you're gonna have to just...
How you gonna tell Cheech and Chong they can't smoke in the studio? And that's how they came up.
I know it wasn't just Yuck. I know it was also, if I'm correct, it was Kid Frost, right, as well. Eastside Rendezvous. I remember you, me going over to your studio. I hung out with you for a little bit, and you blessed me enough, blessed my ears to hear Eastside Rendezvous remix, and it came out really dope. You know, tell me a little bit about that working with Kid Frost. You know, that's a legend. You know, this is for La Raza.
yeah, you know what? It's a blessing, man. You know when I met him through my primo at Mikey Savage Clothing. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. I love you, man. He's with Strength Cartel too. He actually was cutting Kid Frost's hair. That's how I met him. He's a celebrity barber. You know what I mean? Not only that, straight go-getter, man. Love that. You know, I love that about him. Love him. But so when he introduced me to Frost, you know, I told him that I wanted to redo the song. You know, and actually, before I met Frost, okay, he said, hey, I talked to Frost. He said, you want to do that? Cool. You know what I mean? He said, but you need to send something first. You know what I mean? Because I told him all about you. Because he's like, Frost, so many people try to do that, you know, when I can try to remake a motherfucking song. You know,
A classic.
A classic.
Bro,
you know,
Not anyone can do that.
One of
No.
One
No.
of my boys
No.
suggested it, said, and he's actually my boy Chubbs. You know what I mean? Chubbs Luther King, fucking.
Shouts out to Chubbs, Big Chubbs.
Chubbs, you know.
One love, Chubbs.
He's like Piez. He's like, you're from the
Big
East
as
Side.
fuck.
Why don't you utilize shit? You know what I mean? You should try to get the approval. So I had my boy said, hey, get it done, send it. So I had the beat remade, okay? And then I had my homegirl sing the hook. Shout out to Lexi Bull. You know what I mean? I love you, Lexus. My girl. You know what I mean? She could sing. But so I had the beat remade. I heard her do the hook, and I laid my verse. Man, I sent it to him, and it was like Frost on some meat. So we fucking did dinner at the Chicken Coop. Yeah, right there. At the Chicken Coop in Whittier. I was like, Chicken Coop, man, that shit was gas. So we had dinner. We hit it off, man. Everything was cool. Like, you know, and we met at the studio so we could record everything. He had ALT. Just spare out a moment. He's like, you know what? He's like, I could probably get ALT on this. I said, for real? He said, I'm going to hit him right now and see where he's at. You know how my homie's like, come through. Fucking ALT came through, did the third verse, man, and you know,
ALT was on the original.
ALT was on the original. He's on the third verse. Yeah. So I'm on the first verse, Ross on the second verse, and ALT's on the third verse. But it was just, man, it was once again, man, like
A blessing, huh?
A blessing, yeah, man. Like for real, you know, like it's a blessing. And not only that, he's an awesome, amazing motherfucker. Like that's my motherfucker right there, Frost.
How do you feel about the music now? That's my question. Like, how do you feel where rap's at right now? Where music's at right now?
Like everyone that's putting out stuff right now.
Yeah, like everyone putting out stuff, either mainstream or either just people just putting out stuff, you know.
With all the respect, you know what I mean. I love music, and I listen to all different genres. You know, my wife even got me listen to some country and shit sometimes. You know, the world in itself right now alone is in a crazy spot. So like, a lot of these new artists, and like I said, with all the respect, you know, I ain't knocking anybody or nothing, but like, it's like a fad. It comes in and then it goes away. Cause like these new artists, you know, like, and that's tight and all, you know, but a lot of it's just so repetitive, and it's just talking, you know what I mean? I'm older, you know what I mean? I'm 36 years old, so like I grew up when there was real hip hop, Easy, you know what I mean? Easy E, you know what I mean? Dr. Dre, you know, man, just all those cats, bro.
Shout out to
Yeah, for real, just everybody. There's too many names to even get, but the original West Coast, you know, and there's some dope East Coast ones too, you know, down south, Scarface, Ghetto Boys, all that, you know, so it's not my cup of tea, you know.
One thing I do see about you a lot is that you're able to adapt. Like, you don't just have that Chicano, I'm rapping about the hood shit. You are rapping about R&B. I am seeing you rap.
Your versatility is what you have. Gotta say what I say. A lot of you cats don't have. It's what it is. I got a question for you, Piez. I ask every artist this. Since you're so versatile, and I've heard your music. Have you spit your hardest, your dopest 16 yet?
Do you think
Have you spit?
So that's
Cause you got bars, bro. Like when it comes to your lyrical stuff, like I hear you. You got your little punchlines, you got your little metaphors. Like I hear that, you know. But when it comes to it, have you spit like went in on it and just had like go ham and let somebody have it?
So I honestly,
You know what I mean?
I really like that question, man. You know what I mean? Because really, that's why that's why my music keeps getting better, and I stick around, because when I do something, I'm like, man, that's the hardest I've ever came off. You know what I mean? And because I do give it my all, like, this isn't some joke, this isn't a hobby no more, you know what I mean? Like, I really do this to feed, you know what I mean? Feed my family. Yeah. You know, and not only that, like, I love, it's an amazing feeling whenever your music inspires someone one way or another in a positive way. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, I like to give instead of take, you know? But that question right there, though, man, I love that. I feel that way, especially lately. Like, man, that's the hardest 16 I ever wrote. Yes, sir.
You know, I know you have a brand. It's called, what is it called? Ghetto Celebrity.
Ghetto Celebrity Records, which is my independent record label that I actually have an LLC at home.
Can I see? I think we have some merch we just brought onto the block. Let's see. Oh, look what just touched down.
Ghetto Celebrity.
That's right.
Ghetto Celebrity.
Where can somebody cop your merch at?
You know, right now, because I don't have a website, but I am very involved with all my fans, so DM me. I will personally mail it out with an autographed poster.
So they can DM you on Instagram and directly ship to
So
them.
you're active with your fans and in the community. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. I respond back to everybody.
And
know?
you're open to work with artists, like if they want to reach out to you and do a collab, a feature. I mean.
Yeah, get at me. You know what I mean? Of course, you know. So let's get it. I want to shout out all my family. You know, my mom, dad. You know, thanks for hooking up, fucking making me. You know what I mean? Real shit. You know, my dad really wasn't that involved in my life until lately, you know. So I didn't mean to be so explicit. But, you know, I'm an independent mama's boy, homie. You know, but, you know, fuck, just everybody's been a part of the struggle. I got so many people that have been involved lately, like, and that's what I'm saying. It's an amazing feeling to be, you know what I mean, to have all these people that really support you and actually believe in you. So I'm saying everybody, everybody, you know what I mean, friends, fans, family, everybody that's been a part of the struggle, because there's way too many of you guys to say, you know what I mean, give out names. So I'll say that for the Grammys.
Appreciate it.
Y'all niggas some hoes.